Before you spend a penny renovating that luxury home, you need to hear this, because the features that were big 3 or 4 years ago here in the Pittsburgh area are not the same features that buyers are looking to spend top dollar for here right now, today in 2025. From Swickley Heights to Wexford, Fox Chapel, luxury buyers are starting to prioritize three things, and these three things are going to be convenience, comfort, and efficiency in the homes that they're looking for. So if you're a homeowner here in the Pittsburgh area and you're thinking about selling or possibly just protecting your equity, you want to prioritize these three items, because these three items, these three upgrades could be the difference between sitting for months or selling for days. All right, guys, my name is Shane Woodworth here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm a local real estate agent with eXp Realty, and on this channel, I help buyers and sellers. I also help relocation buyers move from out of state. I myself moved from Los Angeles, California, back to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania here a few years ago, probably about 7 years ago now. So I know the process and know what it takes. I also help buyers from Alaska, from Texas, all over the United States move right here to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then we also help new construction buyers, and we also help luxury sellers. All right, guys, so let's get on with the video. In this video, we're going to talk about the three upgrades that are going to make the most bang for your buck. They're going to give you the most value, I should say, towards your home and help your home grow in value before you sell it. So let's get into number one, and that is going to be luxurious bathroom renovations. All right, guys, so for the luxurious bathroom renovations, they're going to want that spa-like feeling. All right, they want the heated floors, they want the steam showers, they want the heated towel racks, they want the towel warmer that's sitting there, so that way when they get out of the shower or a big soaking tub or whatever, they don't want to be cold. They want to just feel like a spa, like I'm being pampered right now, and just totally lose themselves in where they're at. And why is that important? That's important because today, like some of the days here in Pittsburgh in the winter, it's 10 degrees out, and I went to the gym this morning and came home and I just wanted a nice warm shower, and I stepped out. I haven't upgraded my master suite yet, so I stepped out, of course, out of my small shower into a cold ceramic floor, which we're going to have to upgrade. But that's why I did not offer top dollar for this home, is because of renovations. So let's keep on moving. They want to see the marble or marble-like tile. They want to see the premium fixtures. Think Kohler Purist, think Brizzo, think Toto. These are the fixtures that they want. They want to have smart mirrors with defog and integrated lights. Also the touchless faucets. These are the things that people want to see in these upgraded bathrooms. All right, so let's move on next to the functional upgrades in these bathroom renovations. All right, so even if you're not a couple, even if you don't have a significant other, maybe you're going to have somebody come and stay with you. Maybe you do end up dating somebody down the road. You want to have that double vanity, so you each have your own space. Everybody wants to have their own space. They don't want to be piled in next to each other trying to brush your teeth or shave or put on your makeup or whatnot. So that double vanity, a lot of people like these extra large mirrors with the integrated lights, the smart mirrors like we already mentioned. I personally don't like one big, huge mirror. I know that has been a thing lately that I've seen in a lot of new construction homes, but to me that makes it feel more like I'm at the gym or at a hotel or something, and I have this one big, huge square mirror. That rectangular mirror I don't like. I like big mirrors, big oversized mirrors, but each individual vanity, each side have their own mirrors. Personally, that's what I like to see. Oversized or walk-in showers are huge. People want to have space. They don't want to be cramped. The house I moved into, I keep going back to my house because there's a lot of renovations we have to do. That's why we got it at a good price. My shower is so tight, I can't stand it. So that's one of the next things. We already did one bathroom. We're moving on to the master suite here coming up probably within the next year. I'm going to put a lot of money into that upgrade myself. But the oversized or walk-in showers are huge. They want to see not everybody's going to do this, but it always comes up in conversation of, hey, I could fit 4, 5, 6 people in the shower. Are they ever going to do it? Probably not. But it just makes them feel nice and cozy and special to know that they could have 4, 5, 6 people in their shower. I don't know if they ever will. I doubt it. But anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is also going to be the jets, the body jets, the customizable temperature jets, anything that can make your life feel a little bit better, a little bit easier, a little bit special is going to make a huge, huge impact on how a buyer sees your bathroom updates. And also probably one of the most important things that I really love is The separate water closet, you gotta have your privacy. Make sure you put a fan in there, a light and a fan and window if possible. That's huge. That always makes a difference. Something small like that can go a long way. So have your own private water closet. All right, so if you're wondering which one of these upgrades to your bathroom is going to make the biggest difference to your home specifically, reach out to me. All my contact information is in the description below, and we can get together, have a little consultation, and go over what your home has and what it needs for the bathroom. Let's move on to number 2, which is going to be the high-end kitchen upgrades. All right, so kitchen is probably the most important part of the home that will sell the home for most luxury buyers, but there have been a few changes to what luxury buyers are looking for. Number 1 is going to be obviously probably the most important, the biggest thing, and the easiest thing that you can do, which may end up being one of the most expensive things you can do, which are going to be the high-end appliance upgrade. Make sure that you're using, a Wolf, Sub-Zero, a Gaggenau, a Miele, or Miele type appliances. Those make a huge difference. Once they see a Gaggenau stove or whatnot, or a refrigerator, man, it's sold. They got to have it. They want it. Those are probably some of the best, nicest appliances that you can get for your luxury home remodel, for your kitchen remodel. Also think of putting in possibly a coffee station or maybe a little wet bar off to the side. Those come in huge, especially if you're having a party or whatnot, and you don't want people necessarily in where you're prepping, but they want to have their coffee or they want to grab a quick drink, maybe a whiskey or a martini or something. Have a little space off to the side. It doesn't have to be large, but have that coffee station set up strictly for drinks, coffee, alcohol. You also have like maybe a little wine cooler or wine fridge over there. Wouldn't be too bad either. Think walk-in pantry if you have the room for it. Possibly talk to an engineer if you don't have a large open kitchen. Look at possibly moving a wall or taking a wall out. What is big right now, and I've seen it and I absolutely love it. If you have the space, this might be something more of when you're first building your home though. Putting that hidden pantry. Just looks like a large pantry door and it's integrated into your cabinets. You open it up and bam, there's a little, 6x6, 7x7 type room in there, walk-in pantry. It's really cool. It's out of the way. Everybody loves it. Conversation piece. People just love to see things like that. Anything special you can do to your kitchen is going to make it, the value just skyrocket. Then we're going to be obviously looking at the larger island with seating or maybe a waterfall island. People love those. Have various, if you have the room, obviously you have to have the room for this, but you want to have the various different prep sections that you can be preparing your food or whatnot. Those are all huge for kitchen remodels as well. Now, when you're talking about the finishes, obviously you're going to want the quartz. You're going to want the quartzite type countertops, high-end backsplash. You don't want those little ceramic, 1x4 type tiles and stuff like that. They're okay, but they look a little cheesy to me, honestly. And I know a lot of my buyers have just not cared for them. They'd rather see a larger tile used, or a subway tile or something like that, high-end material like a marble or whatnot. Or even if you go with like a quartz, or some of the granite's very nice too. You can run that countertop and continue it up the wall for a backsplash. Those look really, really cool. And if you can put that little, if you have a range hood over your Gaggenau, then your oven, then you can have a one of those pour things, or a dedicated pot filler. Those are huge too. Just cool little things like that to make things convenient. Have a nice deep sink. Single bowls seem to be more popular than a double. I know my wife likes the double bowl. I like the look of like a deep farmhouse type sink myself. A lot of buyers do as well. And going along with the finishes, you want to make sure your cabinets, if you don't totally replace your cabinets, reface them, get them painted or whatnot, but make them look nice and clean, sleek. Plain seems to be better than all kinds of different gingerbread or whatnot, things of that nature. What was huge was the two-tone cabinets. I don't necessarily think you need to do a two-tone cabinet. Not everybody cares for it. So when you're selling your home, you want to appeal to more people. I would stick to possibly staying with same color base cabinet as you do with your wall cabinets, and run your wall cabinets all the way to the ceiling, especially if you have tall ceilings. If you have a 10-foot ceiling in your kitchen or whatnot, oh my gosh, run those suckers up as high as you can. Put the mirror, or not the mirror, the clear can't say, instead of covering it with like a regular cabinet, have the glass face to the cabinet up top, so then it's illuminate it with lights. Really highlights that upper part of your cabinetry and looks absolutely amazing. Buyers love to see that. Okay, and going along with that lighting, make sure you have multiple levels of lighting. You're gonna have your ceiling, your bright ceiling lights, probably your little pocket lights or whatever up there. Then you want to have layered lighting. You want to have it underneath your cabinets, your wall cabinets. Then possibly have another set, like I said, inside the cabinets, illuminating some of maybe your china or whatnot, some high-end dishes that you have or whatnot. You want to have those cabinets illuminated inside, just a few of them. It doesn't have to be overlit. You don't have to kill it with the lights, but just nice subtle lighting in certain spaces. Have plenty of seating at your island. Have nice, like we said, have multiple prep stations. You just want to make it look beautiful, obviously, but you also have to make a kitchen functional. For sure. If it just looks, oh wow, this is amazing, but the appliances are all over here and I can't get to my stove because it's behind the island over here. Like, you want to have these things functional. Work with a designer, if you will, and they'll lay out the kitchen for you. And if you need a designer, we'll find a designer for you. Just reach out to me. Yeah, make it functional, make it beautiful. Don't overdo it with, I know one of my clients absolutely loves black. He kills it with black. Black does look sharp, but not everybody likes black. I had another client, she wanted to totally redo her condo in deep dark black and like a limousine black and this and that with her cabinets. And man, that really shrinks your buyer pool, if you will. So if you're going to redo it and you're redoing it to sell it, if you're not redoing it to live in it, you want to redo to sell, then yes, you have to appeal to certain colors. You have to do to appeal to to a larger buyer pool. So functional and appeal to the masses. All right, and the number 3 upgrade that is most important for luxury buyers right now is going to be the high efficiency, smart home features, if you will. If you can make a buyer walk in and feel the convenience, the ease of use, to have all these things at their fingertips, and knowing that in their mind, they're being really efficient with how they're spending their money, because these upgrades aren't cheap. They're also not sexy because you don't really see these upgrades, but they make a huge difference in the buyer's eyes. And knowing that, you have a new tankless water heater, you have a new high efficiency HVAC unit, that makes them feel really good. And that makes a huge difference. The utilities, upgrading utilities in a home and making them efficient is absolutely enormous. It might be one of the most important things that people don't even see. All right, so you also want to think of, along with your HVAC, is your smart thermostats, your Nest. Think of your app-controlled lighting. Think of automatic blinds that come down at the push of a button, or even on your app, instead of trying to be over there and messing with the string, and the string breaks, and then you're pissed off because you just paid, $800, $900, $1 million for a house that has blinds that are cheap. So think of those upgraded blinds. Something like that goes a long way as well. And along with the smart stuff, of course, you're going to have the smart locks. You want to have that control. Even if you're not at home, you want to be like, hey, I can't remember. Did we lock it, Jim, Johnny, whatever? I'm not sure, Margot. So let's push the button and we'll just double check. We'll make sure that we definitely get that locked up because we have a really expensive house and we want it to be locked up. So think of those features as well, the security features, but have things just so easy to use and so convenient. The voice activation things, so-and-so, Siri, whatever, turn on the lights, boom, lights get turned on. You want it convenient. All right, a couple other things that make a huge difference when you're talking about high efficiency and things that just aren't sexy but make a huge difference to a buyer is going to be the new windows. are very, very important. I know we're probably gonna have to replace all the windows in our home, and that's a big expense. And once you get into $800,000, $900,000 home, $1 million+ home, they have lots of windows. That's a really, really large expense, especially if you have a big wall of windows. You want the windows to be well insulated. You don't want to hear the outside if you don't want to. You don't want any drafts or anything like that in your luxury home. You want to have beautiful, upgraded windows. Also, you're going to want upgraded insulation. And this is a big thing if you can still get it done, especially if you have your master suite on the first floor. You want to have as much insulation inside your walls of that master suite as possible. That makes a huge difference for people. Just to go into your master suite or your bedroom, or even a guest, even if it's a guest bedroom, if it's on the first floor and you can do it, get the walls insulated as good as you can. Even the interior walls, insulate those puppies. So just sound control, better climate control. You don't hear people in the kitchen. You don't hear people running down the hallway to the community bathroom on the first floor or whatever. You just want to have peace and quiet. Maybe your guests are over and they're watching TV and they don't go to bed early, and you don't want to make them go to bed early, but you have a big meeting in the morning at 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning and you need your sleep. You want to be able to shut that door and shut out the world, and that's where the insulation comes in very, very nicely. Or even for your guests, like I said, if they go in and they want to retire early or whatnot for bed, they can go in, and maybe you're the night owl. But you still want to have a party with the rest of the crew that's there or whatnot. You have that insulation if you can. And usually for an interior wall, it shouldn't be too difficult to have the interior walls insulated. Just get a hold of an insulation company, and we can reach out and we can find any company you want. Honestly, we have a big reach here in Pittsburgh to a lot of different contractors. But things like that, insulate those walls for the interior walls on your master suite or the first floor bedroom. Okay, and the last section of this third smart home or efficiency section is going to be custom storage. All right, storage features. For your pantry, you want to have the soft close. You want to have the pull-out drawers and whatnot. The shelving, pull-out shelves and whatnot in your pantry. You want to have the built-ins, like behind me. You can see my fireplace. There's a big open spot right here, right behind me. That in the future, we're going to put two big built-ins, one on each side, and it just makes it look so nice and cozy. And this will actually look more like an office than just our extra, another living room that we have. So it just makes it look so much more high-end when you have these custom built. And don't use cheap wood. Don't use pine wood. Use cherry, use hickory, use oak. People always love oak. Use high-end materials for any of the upgrades that you do, as much as you can. Honestly, I'll be 100% honest with you here. If you can't afford to have a custom carpenter come in and do a custom build out for you, go to IKEA. Oh my gosh, IKEA has some really, really nice stuff. It looks high end. It's pretty good quality. It's not badly priced. It can be a pain sometimes to put together or whatnot, or hire somebody. You can hire a handyman to come in and do your build-in right here behind me, and with IKEA closets or IKEA shelving and stuff, and it'll look really, really nice. And that goes really well with your walk-in closets. One of my biggest pet peeves, and I've seen some of the top companies, top builders here in Pittsburgh area do it. They sell $1 million, $2 million home, and the walk-in closets have the freaking wire in the closet. That just kills me. That kills my buyers every single time. If you're paying $1 million for a home, have built-in closets in the home. So if you did buy the home and you had the wire closets, or maybe you didn't really do anything, you just put up a couple racks or whatever for your clothing, put in some built-ins, built-in closet systems, which IKEA is killer for this. Put the built-in walk-in closet, put the built-in systems in your walk-in closet. That'll go, oh my God. Ladies love it. If you have shoes, I know a lot of guys that have a ton of shoes, ton of sneakers, man. If you have a ton of places for them to put their sneakers and display what they have, their hats, their sneakers, their purses, all that stuff that he and her will have, oh my God, they love that stuff. They eat it up. If you have room for it, maybe you have a 5-bed, you only need 4 bedrooms, knock out the wall, make a big walk-in closet as that fourth bedroom, or as that fifth bedroom, make a big, huge walk-in closet. Infinity does this, Eddie does it too, where they'll just have a huge island inside and all these built-in shelves. It almost looks like you're at a store doing some high-end shopping in one of the stores. That is, oh my God, if you can do that, that is huge, huge, huge for a luxury buyer to see that. And then you look at, if you have room, mudrooms, if you have room for it as they're walking in through your garage. You always want to have a place where people can come down, sit down, and just throw their shit everywhere, especially if they have kids. Hey, buddy. Sorry, my dog walking by me. Especially if they have kids, man. Roll in and just put the stuff down and go straight to the shower or whatever you got to go do. But have a nice designated mudroom for people to come in, hang their clothes, put their stuff down. And that moves into, even before you get into the mudroom, you want it in the garage. Organize your garage. If you have some space, which on a high-end property like you're selling, and I know you're going to have it, you're going to have at least a 2, probably a 3 or 4 car garage. Put nice systems in there. Put nice shelving systems in there. You can leave them blank. If you moved out already, you can leave them blank, and that's not a big deal. But if you can put some shelving in there, so people, when a guy walks in, I don't want to be sexist here, but when a guy walks in and I see, oh man, they got a workbench set up over there, a nice high-end workbench, nice shelving over here. I can put all my tools here. I can put my toys, all the stuff over here that we have, hang all the baseball gear, all the soccer gear, whatever we have. If they can visualize that, oh man, that's a huge selling point as well. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I want to thank you so much for watching this. It means a lot that you're still here, sticking around, watching this and listening to me talk. Like I said, my name is Shane Woodworth. I'm a real estate agent here in Pittsburgh. If you're looking to buy or sell in the Pittsburgh area, especially if we're relocating from another state, I've been through it. I've helped multiple clients do that same thing. Hit me up. Send me a text or an email. My description or my contact information is in the description below. Thank you so much again for watching. And as always, guys, keep it real estate. We'll see you on the next one. I'll be bringing out a video every single week from here on out. Thank you, guys. Take care.